Hey guys, I just kind of wanted to go on from part one and continue. So yeah, last I was at, I was in the bar. It was kind of late. It was like it was probably like 10 p.m. or so. I was just waiting on the bus, right? So I was in there drinking, having a good time. Thank God I did though. I was so depressed before. They really cheered me up though. They were all very supportive, very friendly. Yeah, good time. However, towards the end of it, like, yeah, what is it? Great, but I had to, watch the time. By the time I was out of there, I was still just a tiny bit drunk. I was beyond tipsy, but like not necessarily all the way drunk. So like in between. Like I was able to walk fine, but I mean like my speech was a little bit slurred, like a tiny bit. Like it's really hard for me to actually slur my speech. My speech. No, that's a good one. Anyway, my speech pretty much never slurs. It slows. I slow down occasionally, but not really. I've always just kind of sounded pretty normal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even whenever I got like super fucked up, it didn't really slur. I've always been very good at not slurring my words. The only time I ever do is if I'm like incredibly tired and I can't speak, kind of thing. I'm on the verge of passing out. That's a whole different thing. And I've been there. I've been there. You can tell. I'm kind of getting there now. No, I actually, what is it? I went to bed. I actually had a decent time. That's fine. I think I got like 7 hours of sleep. That shouldn't be an issue. It's probably due to like the days before I got like really bad sleep. That's probably what it was. Because yeah, a couple days before I left, my mom and Kevin's, yeah, like I had horrible sleep, only like a few hours a night, kind of thing. It was bad. Um, so that happened, and then yeah, so I was getting out of there. I got lost initially, so but I ran. I ran, even though I was like drunk. I was running even though the sidewalks were frozen. I very well could have just slipped and fell on my face, but I ran anyway. I ran everywhere until I finally got to the bus stop. Oh my god. I made it to the bus stop though, finally. And then like I'm like waiting there. The fuck's taking this bus so I was so mad. I was so like afraid that I missed the bus, even though I was like perfectly fine. I was like a little bit early even. I came like 15 minutes earlier. Then it was like gonna show up. It's still like wait. It's supposed to wait like 10 or 15 minutes if somebody's there, so it can help them load up, etc. Right? So like, yeah. But if nobody's there, they'll go in like 5 minutes. They'll like take a break for like 5 minutes. Go take a smoke or whatever. Whatever they usually do. Right? Because people do that. They got to smoke. They'll go take a smoke. So yeah, they gotta give the smoke break. Or if there's a store, they'll let them go buy something. That kind of thing. So there was no store, so smoke break. There was only like two other people in there, so maybe nobody even needed to do anything. So yeah. Anyway, so the bus eventually came up. It was just late though. Yeah, I talked it up with the yeah. So my none of my stuff went missing, by the way. Even though I left the stuff there for like 4 or 5 hours by itself, it was perfectly fine. Nothing went missing. It's all good. Yeah. So that's good. All turned out fine. Went on the bus. It was nice. The bus driver was incredibly friendly. On top of that, let me talk their ear off. Thank God. Because, yeah, whenever I'm drunk, I'm like super talkative. Incredibly talkative in comparison to whenever I'm sober and I'm not. It's because whenever I'm sober, I want to talk, but I feel like I kind of can't. Because I feel like it's impolite. I feel like it's like rude if I were to talk sometimes. So But whenever I'm drunk, I kind of just ignore that and I just talk anyway. I'll be honest, it usually turns out pretty good, actually. I'm usually still very respectful, very kind, etc. Like, no, I'm always still, yeah, actually, I was like always incredibly respectful. I was like apologetic whenever I needed to, but I wasn't over apologetic. I wasn't being like, how do you put it? Polite, apologetic. Yeah, that's what I am. I'm polite apologetic. I do it because it's impolite if I weren't to. And like I have this weird politeness about me. So I'm like over polite at times. So I don't step on people's shoes or step on their feet. What do you call it? I don't know. I'm basically walking on eggshells most of the time. I'm like, yeah. So with that in mind, that's how I am. So yeah, it's really nice to be able to not feel that and just kind of just talk normally, essentially, just talk like a normal person. It's really nice. So yeah, I talked it up with the bus driver. They told me I was like a great person. Except it felt really nice what they said. They did. They were incredibly nice. They saw something good in me though. They told me I was gonna do great in life. I was gonna make a difference somehow, some way, kind of thing. Like overall, they had a really good take on me. They seemed extremely experienced. They knew a lot about things. They gave me some great advice on things. Like they incredibly supportive overall. Such a stand-up person. So like, what is he? Yeah, that the bus driver lasted me for like a couple hours because the overall bus ride was gonna be like 12 hours. I was gonna have to transfer buses, obviously. No bus driver's driving for fucking 12 hours straight. They're gonna. I can't say that actually. No, not with like the same passengers though. They're gonna switch out. They have like shifts and everything like that. That's what they usually do. So yeah, they switched out after a couple hours. And I got another bus driver. Thankfully, the first bus driver told me, like, yeah, I want to recommend talking to them. I'm not much of a talker. I recommend you probably just sleep. I slept. I slept. Yeah. Yeah, I slept on the bus there. And then we got over here. Yeah, what is it? So, yeah. So, yeah, I finally made it, right? Thank God. It's been amazing. It's been great. No, like, honestly, holy crap. Like, I love it. I do. I don't feel like a child in the slightest. My dad is so incredibly respectful to me. It's insane. Incredibly. I appreciate it so fucking much. Like, my mother was very respectful of me, but, like, this is just on another level. I don't know what it is. It's incredibly just nice. They treat me very well. My dad does, and so do my siblings. My siblings are very kind. Very kind. And very warm and welcoming. I thought it'd be kind of awkward. No, they don't make it awkward at all. And I don't want it to be awkward. So, yeah, it's perfectly fine. Like, thank God. Like, I want to get to know them. They want to get to know me. It's great. It's great. I love my sisters over here. They're really nice, super friendly, great kids. Great kids. And then my dad, a stand-up guy. Always thought he was. Even though he wasn't there for most of my life, most of that wasn't. We're actually good. Okay, whatever. Rex is fine. So yeah, he's been like super nice to me, very understanding. On top of that, he just kind of lets me do my own thing. He doesn't really care. Like he's over at like right. What is he? Yeah, he just came back from getting a rapid test. That's why I had stopped the video because I just wanted to check on him. I didn't want him to be in the video if he wasn't comfortable with that kind of thing. On top of that, he had to make some phone calls, right? So, like I didn't know what he was up to, whatever. So, just want to respect that. Came back, he told me that he came back with a positive rapid test for COVID. Hopefully, the real test that I think he's gonna get. He's gonna get like the full thing, like the nose, like stick it up the nose. Whoop. So he's gonna go do that. Yeah. So yeah. I hope it's good for him. I hope it comes back negative. Really hope so. So that way, he doesn't have to quarantine himself. Because he told me, yeah, I'm gonna quarantine myself like probably like a week or so. Like probably he's just gonna stick in his room, come out whenever he needs to, kind of thing. So yeah, and then yeah, I'll go and. Well, no, I was thinking about wearing a mask, but I mean, like, I was talking about I'm like, yeah, should I just wear a mask? It's like, well, no, it's gonna be in the house. You're probably just gonna catch it anyway, especially since you're gonna be in it all the time. Like, I think he's right. Yeah, you can reduce it, by go sitting in that room, but me having a mask, I mean, I'm still gonna be breathing it in. What it does, like, the 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 mask is actually mostly supposed to prevent you from spreading it, not necessarily you from catching it, because you're eventually just going to breathe everything in. That just is how it is, right? But yeah, it's much more to prevent others from getting what you got. That's what it is. But yeah, it's not as great as you doing it. Like my dad's gonna wear a mask whenever he comes out. That's great, But yeah, like yeah, my siblings probably aren't gonna be wearing masks. My sisters aren't. So yeah, I'll go ahead and just probably not myself. I plan on getting a booster at some point. I'm not sure when, but I will. That'll be good. So yeah, probably not until my dad gets cleared up. And if I show any symptoms, I'll go get tested as well. And from there, if I come up positive, then I'm gonna quarantine, etc. And then yeah. But yeah, with that, um, yeah. It's been a breath of fresh air being here. Incredibly. I mean, the only negative thing maybe is like the fact that I'm like I don't have a room, but honestly, fuck it, I don't care. It's a nice bed. I'm on a nice bed. I was on an air mattress before. I will take this every day of the fucking week. On top of that, like the siblings are very very respectful of the fact that like, hey, I want to sleep, so they'll be quiet, etc. in the mornings. Like it's fine. I don't care. I don't like, what is it like. I'll get my privacy during the day whenever they're all over at school. It's fine. So yeah, I'm not really too worried about that. So that'd be good. Um, yeah, so I'll do that, and then yeah. Oh yeah. So my dad told me to take it easy. He meant it. Like I could stay here for months, kind of thing. I might need it honestly, because I have been through a lot, as you guys know. I've been through a lot, and my dad knows some of it. He knows some of it, not even all of it, and he knows I need to take a break. He welcomed it. He's like, "Yeah, don't worry. You don't gotta worry about nothing. Just take it easy for a bit. I gotta recover. I can't just go back out there whenever I'm not even ready. You know, it means a lot. It does. God, I want to cry, but at the same time, like I kind of can't. I've already cried all my tears out a couple days ago. Whenever I was kicked out. Well, I kicked myself out, I guess. Like, I took myself out. I could have stayed there, and they told me I could have, but fuck that. No. So yeah, I'm here. Can't believe I didn't come here earlier. Night and day, night and fucking day. How it is. Um, but yeah, there's the reason why I didn't sleep too well last night. I forgot to mention that. Is it because what some things me and my dad talked about my mom, my past, etc. I'm not ready to share all of that yet. Not, not ready. Nor should I with some of it. Some of it's like awful, even for me. to have to share about. Like, God, what is it? Sexual trauma. Actually, I'll go ahead and bring that up. Actually, sure, why not? God, like my dad was asking me about it because I mentioned it. I'm like, yeah, because I was like bringing up like some stuff that happened, and how I could have been like sexually abused as a kid, right? Because I mentioned it to him a couple times before, because it was big deal to me, and I figured, why not tell him, So I told him, and he's like, well, what is that? I never really told you a whole lot about like, mom. He's telling me a bunch of things, and well, my mom did some questionable things whenever I was a kid. Um, uh, but basically, I was told that seeing some of the things that she did, could have caused me some sexual trauma, and like, he's not wrong. I've seen a couple of things, which I really don't want to think about. Um, uh, and honestly, that kind of confirmed some of it. Like, especially some of the stuff he described, it wasn't great. Like, my mom's better now, but it's wow. Some of it was really bad, really bad. Like, I can talk about my life all day long, but I'm not going to talk about my mom's life. As much as some of the stuff I heard and how my opinion has swayed a bit about her, I still respect her enough not to go dig up her entire life. Like, I'll give a brief summary about like how her upbringing was, but I'm not going to go over like all that. No, I want to be respectful. So yeah. So with that in mind, yeah, the things I saw were like just whenever she was like drunk and things like that, and she just wasn't really in control. Don't want to mention that. Like, what is that? I walked in on her like masturbating with things multiple times that night. It was really weird. I remember one time I literally walked in on her doing it. She saw me. She just looked at me. Didn't she didn't change. Nothing. Almost okay to her. Almost. It's weird. Dark. Um. Fuck. Ugh. 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 Fuck. Weird shit. God damn. Anyway. Fucking yeah. It's just one thing, right? Fucking best believe. Um. On top of that, yeah. I learned some other stuff about my mom that she was lying to me about. That yeah, yeah. Uh, that and just stuff she never told me. So I could say one thing though that really, really rocked me. Really rocked me. So Colt, my little brother, is not my dad's kid. I didn't know that my entire life. I thought it was, but it wasn't his. It was never his kid. My mom got somebody else during that time, and yeah, she never admitted to that. She never told me that. Every single time she ever mentioned it, it was his kid. You know? Like he was the dad, but we don't talk about him, kind of thing. So we just never talked about it. Dad told me, oh, like, yeah, it was basically impossible. I was away at training within like the gap of time, the pregnancy amount, like I was gone. I couldn't have. Like, makes sense. Like, heard about guys myself having the same thing, and like you said, the gap is right, the time is right. Like, he's not wrong. That that hurt. That really really hurt. Not because like my dad It's because I was just never told. Because I told my brother all my life that that was his dad, but it's not. And that he was so great, and like he loved him. It's hard to say that. Because, like, I get it. I get why dad wouldn't, you know, wouldn't attach himself too much to him, considering, it's not his kid. On top of that, he left, and, like, he never really got to even connect with him at all, in the slightest. And, like, during the time that, a father would connect to a son that wasn't initially theirs, he wasn't there for it. I mean, he only had, like, a couple months, and then he had to bounce, so, I mean, just, that's how it was. So, like, during that time, during that couple of months, like, yeah, he didn't develop enough. Like, like, it would take a while for him to probably get close enough to, but no, he didn't have that time. So I get that. I 100% get why he was never the closest with him, but he was close with me and my sister. I get that now, but it just sucks. Because I remember over at my sister's funeral, apparently my little brother wanted to talk to him. And he ran to him in open arms saying, like, Dad, wow, I missed you, kind of thing. And my dad was taken aback because he thought that he knew. He thought he knew. Fuck. Fuck, dude. It's a really, really, really hard situation to. Because I was asking about that. No, I wasn't even asking about that. I was like, it just kind of got brought up. Never mind. Oh, what? No, because I didn't know. Anyway, it was a separate thing. It just kind of came up. And thank God he told me. But yeah, mostly just like the stuff about like the past. A lot of stuff I didn't know really hurt. I'm glad I know. Really, really glad I know. Especially like stuff with about like my sister. There were some things I didn't know necessarily, and I'm glad I know them now. That I wasn't disclosed about. And I wish I would have, but better late than never. Obviously, some of it was upsetting. Like, what I did know? It's still an open case. Investigators aren't sure whether my sister even 100% committed suicide. They don't know. It's not 100% either way whether that she committed suicide or something else happened. They don't know. And I didn't know that. I thought it was 100% confirmed. I thought there was video recording of her, sitting in a train and getting run over by it. But the way that things were described, it's not it's not a closed and shut case in the slightest. In the slightest. And due to it being an open investigation, I can't really talk about too much other than that. God. Fuck. So yeah, I gotta go. I gotta talk to the investigators at some point. Because, like, I've been with her all my life. There might be evidence that I could help with that, that I haven't been shared with. And that maybe I could bring light into, because I was really close to my sister. I didn't know that there was even an investigation going on. Like I said, I didn't know. So yeah, a lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff. And as you can understand, it's another reason why I'm having to just take a break from things overall. Yeah. I definitely need some time. My dad completely respects that, and he's going to allow me to do that. Thank God. I'm in a good place. I'm in a safe place. I'm in a place where I can be comfortable with. Like, guess what? I can be myself. Thank God. I can be myself, okay? Fuck. I can be myself. Asking Dad about it, like in the house, I could dress however I want. I can look however I want. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care. Like, like what is it? He does care a little bit, but at the same exact time, like he just wants me to be happy. He wants me to be me. So thank God for that. Fuck. So I could dress femininely if I so chose. I can shave my legs, shave my arms, whatever. I could do whatever. I wasn't able to do that before. Hence why I grew facial hair. My mom wanted me to act as masculine as possible. She didn't want me to do nothing at all feminine. Like I understand like the locals, like whatever. Don't go out, don't dress a certain way because like people could possibly beat the shit out of me. It's just like a horrible place for me to kind of be like this. Like eventually I'll move away to a more accepting place, obviously. But for the time being, like I'll take it. Fuck, I'll take it. I'll take my safe space. So with that in mind, yeah. As long as I leave the house looking normal, quote unquote, I'll be fine. But yeah, in the house though, I can be what the fuck ever I want to be. So that's nice. Like I threw on leggings yesterday. Fine. Throw on a pink shirt. Fine. I throw on a pink shirt over at the other house. Looked at funny. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Like holy crap. Yeah, whenever I mention dresses, it's perfectly fine. My siblings are understanding of the fact that I'm something other than cisgender. You know, I don't think I explained to them fully that I'm like non-binary. They just think I'm like transgender, which they're completely accepting of that. They're gonna accept non-binary probably perfectly fine. They don't probably care. It's just me being true to myself, which is probably even better to be honest. So in others' opinions anyway. I mean, my dad even liked that. He loved that. He's like, wow, you just want to be you. I get that. Not wanting to go by a label. Completely respectable. Like, fuck yeah. So yeah, my dad gets it 100%. He's perfectly fine with it. So thank God, right? Holy shit. So I can be me, do what I want. It's fucking amazing. So yeah, as I said, in a good spot. Mentally, maybe not so much. But I'm getting there. I'm going to get there. Okay. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna try to live the best life I possibly can. If I wanted to give up, I would have died a long time ago. Fuck. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder whether I should have or not, but I'm glad I'm here today, though. I am. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad with the family. It's just painful. A lot of pain. A lot of pain. A lot. A lot. I wish I could just say a lot for like 5 minutes straight. And it wouldn't be enough to describe how much pain I'm dealing with. It wouldn't. I don't think anything could describe it. But I have support. I have a family here that is supportive of me. I'm safe. I'm safe in a loving environment. Not restricted. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. Thank God. Uh, Should probably try to take a nap or something. I'm so freaking tired. I'll talk to Dad about it whenever he gets back, because it's bad. I don't know. I am miserable right now, though, in terms of tiredness. Anyway, yeah. Sorry I'm not, like, the most cheerful or happy. I don't know what the fuck I'm expecting. God, just look at the topic I'm discussing. Jesus Christ. Topics. I think people get it. Anyway, oh, fuck, I'm tired. Oh, I already said that. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, so since I'm here, yeah. Oh yeah, what is it? So, because I don't have a laptop charger, I can't go on my laptop. Means I'm not gonna be able to stream for a minute. I don't know. If I can, I'll go ahead and do like phone streams though. Because I mean, yeah, as long as people are gone, I don't care. Yeah, yeah, I'll stream. It's fine. So yeah, yeah. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for listening. Fuck. Because I mean, this is what it feels like. It feels like I'm like talking to somebody. Feels like I'm venting out some of my stuff. It's nice. It's a very very nice place for me to be able to do that. So yeah, appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'll catch you guys another time. See ya.